Horror Syndicate or
generally naked anyway.
The self-distro.
hard, Joe? Let's
Get jealous, bro.
Burger.
in reviewing the side of several reviews on you know, the female perspective of being a horror fan. What's that year and the beginning of last? So that was really exciting to have him there, and of course I got to go to the main event, which was at the Trocadero, and the Trocadero with the Monster Squad playing, and you know, the crowd was great. A lot of people showed up, filmmakers and non-filmmakers to the event supporting independent horror, which is always a great thing to see. I was, you know, fortunately I was able to go there and do press coverage. And I met a couple directors there, such as Lindsay Serrano from Mass Grave Pictures, who did a movie called, short film called Beneath, which was really fun. I had a lot of fun. It was great talking to those people. It was great interacting, and I hope that, you know, to see more Liberty Massacre short film festivals. If you guys get the chance, you're from the tri-state area, I highly recommend, if you support film, go out and check out everything that Average Superstar Films has to offer. They're pretty passionate about everything that they do, and it's totally worth your while, especially if you support indie film. So that's all I got to say about that. You can check out my video reviews. I've been posting them constantly on the Horror Syndicate Facebook page, and you can they'll be uploaded to the Horror Syndicate website when I have time, because, you know, life outside the Horror Syndicate is 2 jobs, and, you know, like I said before, we try to get to your movies that you work hard.
Test on the horror
From buying in the past, whether it's you know, yeah.
On.
That's right. I love every minute.
Stupid.
Hey,
got stopped like.
Would do if I was snoring. I don't snore very often, but when I would, it was on that was fast. Just say it.
This Rayzor transformation scene in horror. This goes for anything. It could be American Werewolf in London, all the way to Jeepers
in London, because it seems like the human to werewolf not well on camera in horror. That's my answer.
All right. Exciting. For transform into their natural selves, and you know, watching that scene as a kid out everywhere, and just the cinematography that Joel Schumacher utilized was, you know, it definitely creeped Cronenberg's The Fly with Jeff Goldblum. But yeah, no, Evil Dead mess. Huge fan of like that type of extreme, like it's kind of like snuff film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
But
he was the.
And that being said, is because it ventured away from his comedy, him putting together like these like situations with like young adults and everything being young adults. And Red State was the first time where he went after a large group like the Westboro Baptist Church and turned it into a horror movie, which turned to an action movie, and the people that you're rooting for may or may not have
destructive as
best horror movie alien franchise. So Cabin in the Woods, yeah, definitely is that and I will go first this time. What is your favorite satanic panic film? Now, this is a movie. This is a genre which is about witches. Am I right? And it set off a large spark. And I think that The Exorcist, the way that they took a child actor and transformed her and made her such a powerful, iconic influence in the horror genre that you see today, and has spawned so many different types of horror movies that are just like The Exorcist and with their own little exorcisms, but are not The Exorcist. It's definitely a movie that has, broke down that wall and have opened up a new type of terror in horror. So I have to go with The Exorcist, and you guys can fight for whoever wants to go next.
I can go next. Brian.
Whatever his name. Fucking insane. Movies take place. Rock is what's his name? Bill. Only 3 episodes, but it's as the articles are 4.
You have Alice, which is from Friday the 13th. You have Sally, which is from
Texas Chainsaw.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to be the one that saves your life in a horror movie. I'll just say it like that because this says pick one final girl. Any of you guys want to go first? Don't matter. Is that right? So, and New Nightmare was the stronger out of those movies. So sure. I can't choose her because she wasn't Nancy. She was Heather Langenkamp.
Remember what?
That magnum opus. Like, Halloween, she survived. Halloween 2, she survived again, and it wasn't until Dr. Loomis killed Michael Myers. Like, that's the movie where they officially killed Michael Myers. I think the rest of the movies are just whatever, fan stories. But, with that title in there, and John Carpenter's producer because he wants money. But I think that the original Michael Myers died in the second one. But that being said, Laurie Strode, has the whole entire, family after her. And, she comes back in H2O, which I know that there's people here on the live that do not like H2O, but she fights back. And now Laurie Strode, not related to Michael Myers at all, no affiliation, but we're expected. So I think we have still yet to see from Laurie Strode. I choose Laurie Strode.
Like I said, I don't.
The lead Cenobite. That's my answer. I think that the lead Cenobite has basket case, and we had them both on the live show, and they haven't talked to each other in a while. So it's really cool when they were both on the show. Entire time. He's like the leprechaun, but without his silly little proverbs. Do you have an answer to? You're really trying to get together, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what type of family you are. Like the parents in Poltergeist, they were stoners. Yeah. They smoked weed. If they were never mentioned. Because I wouldn't go to a Walmart. I wouldn't go to any type of food store right away because the crowds would be there.
Oh yeah.
No matter what, people would be rioting. They'll be looting, doing the masses just kind of destroy themselves and then just loot off of them. And of course, by that time there will be marauders and people who are just maybe starting private militias. But you have that beginning advantage point where you can team up with friends who you know that are willing to help you survive. And the important thing is to make friends and make allies with people who have, if you do not already have these experiences in the professional world, such as being a doctor, keep yourselves alive and educate yourselves. I think the most important thing that I would do if I see zombies, where do I go, is just wait it out at the Winchester, wait for the whole thing to blow over, and then regroup, survive, and start a new colony. And then wear an eye patch.
Most important part.
What's that?
Have a pint.
Have a pint. That's right.
If you guys ever on our
my name is Brian Enright. You can follow me on Facebook at Brian Enright, or you can follow me on Instagram at The Horror Jew. Up next, Jared.
You guys can find me on Facebook at Jared Letourneau or on the
disclose that this